Hello! What's going on, everybody? As you all know, I've done 2 Euro 2021 prediction videos, I don't know, almost a year ago, and then one in the winter. Now, we've seen some World Cup qualifier matches, and we have a certain idea of how the teams are going to be playing. Obviously, it's not 100% something to rely on. However, it's still a better input on giving these predictions out. I figured I might as well give one final prediction for Euro 2021. A lot of you guys have been requesting it as well, so I figured best of both worlds. Might as well do one last one. Just like the other videos, we're on the website, The Telegraph, and we've got all the groups here, and then it's like the 3rd place rating, round 16, you get the idea. So, let's start out with Group A. We've got Turkey, Italy, Wales, and Switzerland. Now, we all know Turkey has been sick in the World Cup qualifiers. They beat Netherlands 4-2, they beat Norway 3-0, but then they drew to Latvia 3-3. Clearly, Turkey has some skill in the game, but I still think they're a little bit inconsistent. With that being said, I'm still gonna put Italy first just because they're clearly the more dominant side in this. Anything can happen, but I feel like they'll cruise through this group somewhat. Maybe one loss, one draw, but they will get first in this group. For second, it's really anyone's game, I'm gonna be honest, and it's super tough to predict. All of these sides pop off at times. I think Switzerland is the most consistent side in this group though. They could easily get upset by these teams, but I'm still gonna put them at second. And for third, I'll give it to Turkey, and Wales are fourth. So last time I said Turkey would get fourth, and clearly, like I said, through their performance recently, I thought that'll happen this time. Wales though, super solid side, can't rule them out at all. However, if one team's gotta go, I'm just gonna give it to them. Gareth Bale hasn't been in super great form. Obviously, they have a whole other team out there with sick players. I think they'll get at least one decent result. It's gonna be a tight point gap in this group, I feel like. But if one team's gotta go, I'm just gonna give it to Wales. This is a really tough group to predict. Honestly, one of the tougher ones. Moving on to Group B though, we've got Denmark, Finland, Belgium, and Russia. I'm gonna say Belgium get first. Denmark gets second. Denmark have been insane in the World Cup qualifiers, and we all know they actually are decent competition against Belgium, so maybe Denmark could get first themselves, who knows? For third, I'm gonna go with Russia, and fourth, Finland. I know some of you guys have been saying Finland does not deserve that 4th place spot, and they have been decent in the World Cup qualifiers. I know they picked up a tie against Bosnia. Puki, pretty solid player. All these teams are solid, and I feel like Finland is definitely the underdog in this group. Russia did lose one game against Slovakia, but overall they've been sick. I think Finland will be out, and that's how the order will go. Moving on to Group C. We've got Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria, and North Macedonia. North Macedonia did just beat Germany, which was a massive upset. Props to them. I have a little bit more faith in them now, but this is still a super tough group regardless. I feel like these underdogs have a shot to shine though. I'll say Netherlands will still get first, Ukraine second, North Macedonia third, and Austria out. Yeah, Austria are a sick side on paper, but they sometimes fall apart internationally. We've already seen it. They didn't do well in the Euros last time. Yeah, they have a different squad, but they didn't even put it together sometimes in the World Cup qualifiers. So yeah, this is a tough group. North Macedonia have been good. I have more faith in them, and that's why I gotta choose Austria as the team that are going home early on. Moving on to Group D, we've got England, Croatia, Scotland, and Czech Republic. I'm gonna give England the 1st place spot. Yeah, they might have one slip up in this group, but they've just been too solid lately, and their squad is looking better and better. I think they'll boss the group stage, honestly. They're gonna look for revenge against Croatia as well, honestly. Like, I hate to say it, but for 2nd place, I'm gonna give it to Croatia. 3rd, Czech Republic, and Scotland are out. I know I gave Scotland some leeway last time, but many Czech Republic players are really in form. Souček being the biggest example, obviously. But yeah, they even managed to get a draw against Belgium, one of the bigger sides in this competition in the World Cup qualifiers. So yeah, I just gotta say Scotland are out on this one, unfortunately. Moving to Group E, we've got Spain, Sweden, Poland, and Slovakia. Sweden have just got Ibrahimovic back, which is massive, and they've been playing really well in the World Cup qualifiers. They haven't lost or drawn a single game. Pure wins. Spain also have been a tiny bit inconsistent, and we all know what Poland are capable of. Shit, based on recent forms, this is a tough group to predict. For 1st place, I'm still gonna give it to Spain. I'll say Sweden gets second, and Poland get third, Slovakia out. Slovakia obviously are insanely inconsistent. They drew to Malta. They nearly got a loss against them, but then they beat Russia somehow days later, so who knows how they'll do. Maybe they'll get an upset, but Poland obviously have Lewandowski. He's picked up an injury. I don't know how long it'll last, to be honest, but either way, I feel like Sweden got their stuff together and they could easily get a win this time against Poland, so yeah, who knows? I don't know. Spain might even lose that first place spot based on how they've been playing. They've been barely clinching some wins. They drew to Greece. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe they'll get their stuff together, but who knows? Group F now, we've got Hungary, Portugal, France, and Germany. The group of death, as you all know. I think France will definitely take the first place spot, honestly. They haven't been as impressive as they normally are in the World Cup qualifiers, but they're still France, and you know, Portugal and Germany also haven't been insanely bright either. I'm gonna say Portugal gets second. Between Hungary and Germany though, I don't know. For some reason I have some gut feeling that Hungary's gonna screw this whole group up by giving one insane upset. You obviously can't outrule them. They got some class players and I feel like they're gonna get better over the years. I still think Germany will get the third place spot, but Hungary's gonna do something. I just know they'll do something in this group. Now for the third place rating. I'll give it to Turkey, Czech Republic, Germany, and Poland. So unfortunately, Russia and North Macedonia, I'm saying are gonna go out, but this is really hard to predict as this is just on goal differentials and all that. It's a bit unfair to justify it on that, but it is what it is. So let's get into the round of 16s now. We got a lot of interesting matches here. Italy versus Ukraine, Switzerland versus Denmark, Belgium versus Poland, Netherlands versus Germany, Croatia versus Sweden, France versus Turkey, Spain versus Czech Republic, and England versus Portugal. So starting with Italy versus Ukraine, I think Italy will win this. It'll be close because Ukraine managed to hold off on these games, but yeah, Italy will win this. Switzerland versus Denmark. This is gonna be a tough one, but I think Denmark got it, to be honest. I'm gonna say they win for sure. Belgium versus Poland. I have to give it to Belgium. Netherlands versus Germany. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say Netherlands on this one. Croatia versus Sweden. It's definitely gonna be tough for Croatia. Sweden are looking really good, but I'm still giving it to Croatia for sure. France versus Turkey. I'm sorry, Turkey. I think France got this. They're the World Cup winners. I don't know, Turkey can cause an upset, but it's France we're talking about here. Spain versus Czech Republic. Ooh, this is interesting. You know, Spain looking like the favorites on paper, but Czech Republic being Czech Republic recently. I feel like it's only fair to give one upset here, and I'm gonna give it on this one. I'm gonna say Czech Republic beats Spain on the round of 16s. And then England versus Portugal. Wow, that's a insane matchup actually. A lot of people are saying England are the favorites in this competition, but a lot of people are saying Portugal are the favorites as well because they just have 6 squad this year. If I have to pick one though, I'm gonna go with Portugal. Sorry, England. Now going to the quarterfinals, we got Croatia versus France, Belgium versus Italy, Holland versus Denmark, and Czech Republic versus Portugal. Croatia versus France. For some reason, Croatia just cannot beat France, and it's so freaking annoying, but yeah, that's what it's gonna be. I feel like France will beat Croatia. Please prove me wrong on that, Croatia. Belgium versus Italy, that's gonna be an insane match. Both are looking really, really solid. I feel like Italy might have a little bit better defense, but Belgium are a bit better in the attack. I'm gonna go with Belgium though. Holland versus Denmark. Very, very tough. 2 amazing teams, but I'm gonna give this to Netherlands. Honestly, I don't know how Van Dijk's injury is gonna be by the time this happens, but still, they got a 6 squad. I feel like they can go decently far. And Czech Republic versus Portugal. I don't think Czech Republic will upset Portugal. I think Portugal will make it to the next round. So now in the semifinals, we've got France versus Belgium and Holland versus Portugal. So France versus Belgium again in the semifinals, just like in the World Cup. I feel like they're also the 2 favorites for this competition. I feel like Belgium will be definitely determined though to do it against France. I feel like France are gonna slip at some point in this tournament. I don't know. We'll see. They could easily win it. It's a tough. This is just tough to predict. But if I gotta go with one, I'm gonna say Belgium. They're gonna want to take advantage of their golden generation that they still have. It's already coming to a close. Some of the players are retiring. So yeah, I'm gonna say Belgium win this one. It's gonna be close though, but they got it. And then the other semifinal match, Netherlands versus Portugal. This matchup has happened a few times recently and Portugal seem to be more dominant. I'm giving it to them. Portugal make it to the final yet again in the Euros. And then the final, Belgium versus Portugal. 2 very stacked teams. I think Belgium are the favorites in this competition though. I just feel like they got it. Just like in the last video, I know I said Belgium would win. So yeah, I'm gonna say Belgium, take it all again. Let's see, most predicted to win. We got France, England, and Belgium. Yeah, I feel like those are the 3 favorites. Portugal maybe hitting 4th, I feel like. I don't know, it doesn't say. But it's really tough to predict, but I always like to give my opinion out there. That's the end of the video, guys. Hope you all did enjoy. If you did, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you all very, very soon. La cu noci.